Welcome back to Taival Outdoors. My name is Joel and today I'm out harvesting some spruce tips, and I just wanted to make a short video not only showing when to harvest them and what to do with them, but also explaining a bit what are the rules and regulations regarding spruce tip harvest here in Finland. So first of all, Finland is a long country. Up in the north there is still over half a meters of snow, whereas over here where I live it's already basically late spring, which means that there isn't any particular week or a month when would be the best time to harvest spruce tips in Finland. It all depends on where you happen to live. And that leads us to the first rule and the main rule of spruce tip harvest. So you have to do it on your own property, like I'm doing right now, or you have to have the landowner's permission. Also, if you don't have access to any land, you can get a license per year. With a small fee, you can harvest spruce tips and some other stuff from the government lands. So these new tips grow every spring, and I've noticed that these smaller ones that are only a couple of centimeters long, they tend to be the tastiest. But this is still all good stuff to go. And you can eat it just like this. At least in my opinion. They taste great, are a great little pick-me-up. These ones could be collected as well, but they are just a bit too small, in my opinion. They don't quite have that same taste. They can be a bit more bitter, and also you would have to collect quite a bit more these than you'd do for the bit more fully developed ones. And the same applies the other way around too. These are almost too developed. You can see the size of these things. They start to get a bit more harder to chew, and also they start to lose their taste. Here's an example of tips that have gone too far. You can just barely tell that this is a bit different color than the main branch. So there's quite a bit of individual differences between trees. These couple of ones were just a few meters apart, and they all are in different stages of bringing up these new spruce tips. So you could basically do a good harvest in a couple of weekends in a row and just pick different trees on different weekends depending on the stage, how well they've developed so far. But I think I'll start with these big boys and then move that way and take the medium-sized and let the small ones still develop a bit further and come back to those perhaps in a week or two's time. I like to harvest these tips from all around the tree, because this is how the tree then grows. It grows the new branches out of basically these tips. And if you only harvest every year from the same spot, which might be the most convenient spot for you, but eventually it will mean that the tree then grows to every other direction except the one, and it will end up looking pretty horrible. So I kneel to a certain spot or stand in a certain spot, pick some, and then move a bit further away and do the same thing from the other side, or however big the tree is. I think I've done for this section, but I will continue collecting some more and then we can head out to the nearby woods and make some spruce tip tea. And there is a proper way of doing it, and I will show you guys how to do that. Always gear testing. I got this Hydropack Stow water bottle a while back to act as a backup in case my hydration bladder fails. So I have harvested quite a good haul so far, but I will probably harvest some more than next weekend. I'm going to now use a bit of this for a nice cup of spruce tip tea, and most of this is going to go and make me some spruce tip syrup. Actually, the recipe or the method of doing that syrup is very simple. I'm kind of pondering if it's even worth making another video about. That syrup will last for a long time in the fridge, and you can use it with basically anything where you would normally put some sort of jam or something like that. You can even use it with ice cream. And then probably from next weekend's harvest, I will then bag those and put them into the freezer, and then they are good to go for the winter time as well. So as you might have noticed, I put only water in here. Now I'm heating up that water. And remember, if you're taking that water from natural sources, then remember to boil it all the way up. But it might be that I'm not waiting for a full boil. But anyway, after the water is hot enough for you, then you can start putting the spruce tips into the water and take it, of course, out of the flame or the heat source at that point. So the point is not to boil the spruce tips. In my opinion, that ruins the flavor, and I don't know if that's also harmful in regards of the nutrients and the vitamins that are in these. These are at least full of vitamin C, that much I know, and perhaps some type of antioxidants or something else. But anyway, none of that is important because all you have to know is that they are good for you. So I prefer not to boil it, just put these in hot water and let them sit for a few minutes. And it's the same as with any other tea. The longer you let it sit, the stronger it gets. And I prefer it to be strong to get most out of those vitamins. But if the taste is too strong, then you know that start with just a couple of minutes and work your way up. Cheers, everyone. If that is not some elixir of life, I don't know what is. In case you're wondering how many spruce tips you should put in one pot of water, it's all up to you. More the better, of course, but it takes some harvesting. Well, I guess that's it for this video. I'll stay out here and finish my tea and then head back home. See if this is enough for whole mason jar of syrup or not. If not, then I will head out and harvest some more. If it is, then I will anyway head out and harvest some more, at least if not this weekend, then next. It's good to stock up while the season is on. See you all in the next one.